Hey, ladies. Hi, Heather. Hi, Beth. I know I'm a few minutes late. I was trying to straighten up something a little bit. Easier said than done some days. If you can see right here behind me, there's a new white cabinet there. It's a 5 shelf bookcase that I've got my spacers up top and then ear wires and a few other things in there. I'm not sure I like where I've got it sitting at. Um, I probably have to do a little bit of adjusting to get so that I'm happy with where it's at. So anyway, look, I'm a little hot this morning. Um, I haven't really got anything planned for today, but we will do something. Hey, Donna. Hi, Chris. Um, so I have, sorry, a little thirsty. I have been putting my bargain bee boxes in these 18 grid boxes. We got Mayflowers, the April Showers companion bundle, and the regular key lime. Well, actually, the other April Showers is in one too, but it's in it's in the think Rose. It's in my work bag, which is out in the garage when we took all the craft stuff out. I have 2 shelves. Oh, thank you, Beth. Need no stinking plan. What movie is that from? I'm not sure. So, Randy had asked me if I'd cover morning coffee, and unfortunately, the time she wants me to cover it is right in the middle of when I'm either side of my knee replacement. So that's not going to work, unfortunately. I do hope to get. Hey, Cynthia. I do hope to get my I just had a message from the BBB companion group pop up that says Rosanna's live. So that's cute. I do hope to get some recorded videos done for at least the first week after I have my surgery, so that we will have something for you guys. I mean, I don't think I'll probably feel up to doing any lives or anything like that for the first week. But my husband knows me well enough too, just like Beth does, and said something about, well, we'll have to figure out a way to get you some kind of a stool or something over here so that that you can prop your leg up while you do your lives. So oh, Brandy asked you if you'd fill in, Heather, and are you going to? I mean, it's pretty fun, but it's earlier in the morning for you because it's 8 o'clock for me, and since you're on Pacific time, that would mean you'd have to be doing it at 7 in the morning. And the question is, do you feel like being up at 7 in the morning to do videos? But you know, that's the way it goes. So anyway, I have like I said, I've been boxing things lately, and I've got all kinds of things boxed up over here beside me. I still need to I'm working on gemstones right now, and found all kinds of cool gemstones yesterday when I was sorting through again, so that was sort of fun. Oh, I forgot I had these. So we'll see how that goes. And then I found all kinds more spacers, thinking they were all put away. They're not now, I've discovered. So we will have to work on those some. Hey, Sid. You can do it. You're right, Heather. You can do it. So we'll look forward to seeing Heather do our morning coffee. Won't that be fun? And yes, guys, even if I'm not capable of doing hi Charlie. If I don't feel that I am capable of doing any of the live videos, you can trust the fact that I'll be watching. So and I'll be looking forward to doing that watching. So I was looking for something, one more thing that I'm pretty sure I know where it is, but it's not where I think it is. You ever have that problem, guys? Right now, I'm still organizing things and still looking for where I've got odds and things stuffed at, and it's easier said than done. But we're getting there. My daughter just came in and wanted to know if I was live. I said, yeah. So, the reason I'm saying that is that I got these really cool green tubes from Randy, and I'm wanting to put these on some fairy silk. And I know I have a bag of odds and colored fairy silk that yeah, Charlie's pearl necklace is really gorgeous, isn't it? Her whole set. I really liked it. But then I have a thing for, because of my Renaissance shows, I tend to make a lot of pearl necklaces, as I'm sure you guys remember. And so I was looking at hers going, ooh, I like that a lot. That's not what I thought it was. Oh, that's a mess. I just knocked a whole bunch of odds and end bead bottles down, and they want to stay down, so maybe I'll just leave them down for right now. Like I said, I was thinking I needed, I was going to try and find my fairy silk, because I think that it would look gorgeous with this green tube, but I'm not finding it, and I'm not sure where that one is. I haven't found those in my search. Might still be in one of my boxes that are over here, you know. So I have lots of boxes still that I haven't gone through, but a lot of those boxes are, excuse me, this is the one that fell. I'm not even sure where I had it at. Anyway, a lot of those boxes I haven't gone through are behind me here. Some of them are boxes from Randy. Boxes from Randy. Not even sure what's in this one. Obviously some stuff I just knocked into here, because I know these rings were not part of this order. Gold rings. And I know these copper beads were from Hobby Lobby, the copper spacers. So I I know some of these are stuff I've just knocked into here accidentally. Then I got odds and ends little dishes of stuff. Ooh, I have some crystal quartz in here. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love crystal quartz. Have a real fetish for it. And then we have our Beadalon mystery boxes in this tub. So I got all kinds of things in this tub I need to go through. Still, I'm thinking I may just stack some of them on the bottom shelves of this cabinet until I'm more wanting to go through them, and then I can get them out of the way down here. But we'll see what I decide to do. Huh. I just noticed I have my tablet up so that I can watch your talk easier. And the talk is coming through, the chat's coming through, but the picture is not. Well, doesn't matter. I don't need to see myself. But I'm debating, since I can't find any fairy silk right now, if I want to just make something with leather. I did buy 3 or 4 of those little green tubes, so it's not like I have to do something with it right away. I am trying to find a few things, namely this bead. And I'll get a couple of my metal trays. There they are. Heather asked me for some of the Botswana agate, so but I know she said that she was having trouble finding these trays at a decent price. So I'm just gonna throw a few in with her beads. So Heather, these trays are have been used in the past. So, you might want to clean them up a little bit if you really care about that. But I am going to stick some in with your order of the beads that you asked me for, so that you can have those, as well as that bead you asked me for some time ago. Oh, that would be fun to have Charlie on the Beading Besties. Yeah, that would be good. And anyway, you'll probably, Heather, you'll probably want to clean the trays up a little bit. Because they do have some gunk on them from having had labels stuck on the trays. I mean, they work fine if you don't want to clean them up. It's not like it's going to hurt anything. It'll still work just dandy. And then, of course, this bead you asked me to send you for your son, so you can make something for your son, that'll go in too. So I'll get that out in the mail today, hopefully. If not, it'll be tomorrow. It'll depend if I can beat the mailman. Sometimes I can because he's really late, and sometimes I can't because he's really early. That's one thing about ours. I used to live in an area where the postman always came at exactly the same time. You could almost set your clock by what time he showed up. And this one here, this latest one we have, is anybody's guess. They'll show up when they want to, it seems. So anyway. Oh, live? You're not sure about doing a live, Charlie? But Charlie, it's not that bad, really. It's not. And if you have a phone that you can attach to the internet, you can get it. You cuss way too much. Well, you know what? I do too. And I actually have to curb myself when I'm doing a live. because, like when I say, come on, baby, to my beads sometimes, as the folks can attest, I do that all the time. If it's really misbehaving and if I wasn't on camera, it would be entirely different words I'd be saying to the beads. More like, would you get your... She can do a bleep. Just need to do a disclaimer. There's a potty mouth bead show. I love it. Well, I know that I do. I'll be the first to tell you that I do frequently. I think I shared some really cute videos the other day that I think had a little cussing in them. I don't remember how much, but I do think there was some in there. But I haven't got a problem with cussing. It doesn't bother me. Oh, yeah, exactly, Kimberly. I don't do a lot of bead weaving anymore. I do a little bit. And when it doesn't cooperate, yeah. Yeah, my polite come on baby to my beads does not stay polite if it's giving me severe problems when I'm off screen. You can say that they're actually anything but. Anyway, I haven't really decided what we're going to do today. I've been playing with all kinds of various things, and like I said, I wanted to make a really simple little necklace with this green tube, and some fairy silk, but I'm not sure where the fairy silk is. As I said, a lot of you guys know I've been organizing, and I've been finding a lot of things that I haven't, some of them I didn't even remember having, like all the Gollum beads. And by the way, I did finish the bracelet. I ordered some of the bigger crimp covers from Randy, and so I did finish that bracelet we started some time ago. So with this Gollum bead. So where can you buy fairy silk? I'm not sure anymore. You'd have to check the internet. I know Jesse James Beads used to sell it, but it's pretty spendy. It's like $10 a strand, so it's pretty spendy. And when I got mine, I got a whole bunch because I had the store I got it from was going out of business, so I bought a whole bunch of it. So I do have. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Well, Charlie, if you keep watching me, you'll notice I drop beads all the time. And the more tired I get, the more I drop beads. Because I get the shakes anymore when I get really tired. I had COVID really bad in 2020. I was sick for about 5 weeks. And since then, if I get really tired, I get the shakes. And then I start dropping more than I do anyway, which I do drop, obviously, since I just dropped a whole bunch of things a minute ago. Anyway, I didn't really plan anything for today. Like I said, I wanted my fairy silk. I was going to make a really simple necklace using the fairy silk and that particular bead. And I could make one on, ooh, there's my crystal. Now what I drop. Actually, if I knew where I had all my Kambaba jasper hiding, I could use these focal. I got these from Randy. There's 2 of them, and they're a good sized bead. And there's my rainbow crystals too. I was going to make a necklace because I have some other Kambaba jasper that I got from Sam's some time ago. Well, actually not some time ago. Just got some of them. Oh, I don't want to run over that package. It's got large hole porcelain in it. Come here, you. That I dropped on the floor just now. It was... Whew. You'd never know. My husband just swept last night, and I know he did because he came and showed me some beads he found. Okay. So I get from Softlex, if you do get on the live sale, you get a free gift no matter what. And some of these are my free gifts. I just jammed them all in the same package, but there's some large hole black ones in here and a large hole orange one. Large hole blue. Be pretty on leather. Unfortunately, there's only one orange, so I wouldn't, and only one big of the blue ovals. So one or the other would have to be the focal, and the others are. But anyway, the other thing I still have here beside me is, oh look, I have one of my dragons. You know, I saw a lot of these dragons down at Beltane, people using them for pins. And I have always planned on taking this green one here and making it into a necklace, because it does have the necklace hole here, and it also has the pin. And I've been debating if I do this, do I want to cut the pin off? But I've been thinking I want to just lobster claw this guy onto a necklace so that you could take him off and use him for a brooch if you wanted to, or use him as a necklace. Or even if you're using him as a necklace, you could still use him as both and put him to one side with your strands hanging over to them. So that's why he's sitting out here, because I was thinking of doing that. But oh wow, he would match with our green. That's giving me ideas. He'd match with my green tube bead here. See how close they are? I'm thinking maybe he needs to hang down below the tube bead. Yeah, they still have some fairy silk, Sid. I haven't gotten on to them for some time, so I don't know for sure what they have over there. But it doesn't surprise me because they always had it in the past. I also have my winnings from my last ducky race win from Randy here. Yeah, I think it'll look great together too. They're very pretty together. So I think I'm going to think about doing that. So I have my bag of goodies that I got from Randy in my last winnings. Bunch of seed beads. Don't care for seed beads. I'm sort of like Bonnie. I don't do a lot with seed beads. I have them around the house because I always have things that I want to add them to, for if only to put them underneath large hole beads to go on the regular stuff. But I have from Randy's, from my winnings here, we got these pretty pink opals. Oh, these are knotted between each one to cut the knots. Oh well. Instead of just unstranding them easily, you're going to have to and then I got 2 strands of these really cool flowers. I'm thinking maybe maybe, just maybe, I've got a thought here. Okay, I'm going to turn this down. I think I have an idea what I want to do. Or at least something I want to do. So here we go, guys. Come on, flip, baby. There we go. Oop. See if I can bring it up just a tad. Well, that's a bigger tad than I wanted, but it'll work. So we got our dragon and this guy. I'm thinking, what I was thinking when I just said, ooh, I have an idea, is that this is a pretty good sized hole. And if I can find some fairy silk I like, I'll still use it as the main necklace portion. But then I'm going to put another piece of either some wildfire or just some beading thread through here, or beading wire, and bring it down here and then just have the dragon hang from it. So that's my thought right now. Thought pattern's always there. Anyway, so I'm thinking we'll take some of these, at least a few of these, and a few of our flowers here. Maybe these 2 crystals that are in here that match, and make a stretch bracelet. Could make a regular bracelet too if you wanted. These are 2 little acrylic leaves that I'm thinking will work better for earrings. But anyway, we also have these little connectors here. And all kinds of things in this winning box. Ooh, those might look cute together then with a hanging dangle down there. That's a thought. So, regular bracelet or stretch bracelet good, guys? Any preferences? Thank you, Beth. Well, it's good to have somebody to talk to when you're working through things. So, regular? Okay. I don't care. I can make stretch or regular, unless I'm keeping it for myself. Weirdly enough, even though I have kept plenty of bracelets for myself, the ones I generally wear are the stretch bracelets, generally just because they're easier to grab and slip on your arm. I like this bead. This is a nice shape. It's got some nice patterning on it. These are pink opal, in case you guys don't remember when I won them from the ducky race. Charlie, if you have never done it, at FOC, the ducky race is how it's a random drawing thing, and we just have a ducky race. Everybody's assigned a duck, and the duck that wins the race is the winner of the prize for the FOC. Randy chooses some pretty cool things generally. This one's a weirdo. Look at that weird little, but So it's pretty fun. When she first started doing it, we just had a random number generator that she used, and that was all right. But when she discovered the duck erase thing, it was just a blast. So, and we all get to cheer on our ducks. And so if you haven't ever done an FOC, which I don't think you have you, Charlie? Is well, sometimes that's Chris. I I don't just throw things together all the time. Sometimes I have to look at stuff for a while. I frequently say the beads have to talk to me before I can do stuff with them. That's why some of my BBBs just sit here for forever, because I'm like, what do I want to do with that? I don't know what I want to do with that. So it's just going to sit here until I make up my mind what I'm going to do with that. So and I do design some things, but a lot of times, I just find it's just as easy, for me anyway, to sit down and just study my beads and let them talk to me and tell me what they want to be. Because when it comes right down to brass tacks, they do. And anyway, Charlie, I was talking to Charlie about the duck erases. And the duck erases are a blast. And it's from our FOCs. And if you've never had an FOC, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Randy puts out what she calls found objects challenge bags. Now there's stuff missing from mine here because I have made something with it. You guys don't go running off. But this is what did I make, you guys? Do you remember what I made with this? I can't remember what I made with this. But we have, I added these because this is the, but I think I made a bracelet, didn't I? So you pay $9.30 from the, from Randy's Thunder Horse Descendant website for an FOC. And you've got about a month, depending on when you get it. I haven't got mine this month because she was gone because her grandmother passed away. So I ordered it while she was gone, so she shipped it since then. So anyway, you get a package of goodies like this. I think I left these gold bead spacers in here because I was debating using them. We'll use them on this. Anyway, you get this packet of beads. This has not got everything in here because I'm pretty sure I made a bracelet is what I used to make when I did my last one. Which means it's probably over there in the bracelet box now because I've thrown a whole bunch of things over in the bracelet box. But we have you get a package of you pay $9.30, and then she just picks up a package and flips it into your purchase. And she doesn't even know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting until it shows up. And she's just put all kinds of odds and ends things in it, like those various beads there. And then you get it, you send a picture of what your package looks like, and then you put something together from it. And put it on the website. And then they have the duck erase to ascertain who is going to be the winner. So it's a lot of fun. And oh no, Heather, you put it in the proverbial safe place. Oh dear. We all know about the proverbial safe place, don't we? Though the worst proverbial safe place story I've ever heard is my mother-in-law had some friends that had ended up with the winning lottery ticket for their state, and they couldn't find it. And they searched and searched and never found it. I don't like those two together, I don't think. Anyway, they searched all over the house, couldn't find the ticket. The time to, the winning time had expired. They got in a big fight. I mean, let's face it, money has got to be one of the worst things to deal with people with, because it's always the let's face it, if something's going to give you problems, it's usually money in a marriage, or even a friendship. And maybe here between these two. That's not bad. So anyway, as I said, they got in this big fight, ended up getting a divorce, but in the middle of the big fight, they knocked a picture off the wall, and the frame broke, and watch it fall out of the frame, the missing lottery ticket. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's just sad. But that's probably the worst story I've ever heard of somebody putting things in a safe place that ended up screwing them over, more or less. Yeah, like this. Let's see. Oh, those are flat bicones. Those are big bicones. I thought they were Rivolis, but they're flat. They're big bicones. Those might work better. Let's see if I like these better in here. I like that color balance better than these. These are too light, so those work pretty good. I like that. So anyway, yeah, it's a lot of fun. You want to post a picture, a before picture of your beads, and then whatever you've made, primarily so Randy can see what you made. And yeah, it's a bunch of fun. And it's nice to win, but you sort of don't even care if you don't, because it's just so fun to just throw things. It's fun to challenge yourself with whatever beads you get, and then the ducky race itself is so much fun that you sort of don't even care if you win or not. It's just a fun little challenge. Color of beading wire do I want? The pink tourmaline is a little dark than I want. I do have the rhodochrosite. I don't know. Though I like this. This seems dark, but I'm sort of leaning towards it because the flowers, of course, are a little darker. Oh, yeah, that was good. So, got the earrings I made last week sitting here beside me. I never have punched out any cards to put them on. So. Did you guys like these earrings I made with the shell and amethyst from Randy? I mean, not Randy. These are from Heather from TT's Trinkets and Treasures. And then, of course, this is the lavender amethyst, and these lilac beads are from Bargain Bead Box. So I thought those. I think these turned out really cute. I really ended up really liking these. No, I'm not going to keep them. I know I can't keep all of them. So I've got these spacers, but I feel like I want. I know what I'll do. Come here, you guys. Ball spacers. Feather. Charlie, the people that watch me a lot know I can't not do things without spacers. Oh dear, man, Gail, you can't find your safe place either. So if anybody finds it, there's going to be some cool things. Oh, geez, you didn't even notice you didn't even know you won at first, Beth? Oh, that's pretty good. So, I've won a few times, but some of my winnings are still sitting wherever I've stashed them at because I've never used them. I have some really pretty raw sapphire around here somewhere that I won in one of them. And then I have some I think I have some bumblebee jasper somewhere around here that I won. I'm gonna have to once I get what stuff I have already sorted out, I put away, I'm gonna have to start sorting again because I do have a whole box still. Well, it's not a whole box, it's about half a big box of various odds and ends things that I still have to go through. And one of those things is boxes from Randy because I tend to just look them over, make sure everything I wanted is in there, and then I stack them up. I have a whole one of those rolly carts, the kind that she jokingly calls a Mr. Bunsen's. You know what? I'm not going to do those two spacers here. This one I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to just put this guy on here. Rose. And anyway, I have a whole cart like she uses that she jokingly calls Mr. Bunsen's baby carriage. Absolutely full of those little boxes from Randy. And so I definitely am going to have to go through those one of these days and see exactly what I've gotten there, because I'm not sure. A lot of them are from live cells. And I I always try to tell myself, no, do not go to the live cells, because whenever you go to the live cells, your impulse control goes down the tubes, and you, ooh, I want that, and and then you go, yep, getting that, and then I always end up with big bills. And like I was saying the other day, right now I cannot have big bills because I have no income coming in, hardly. I do have some coming in because, well, for one thing, I've got my YouTube payments come in once a month. It's not a big bunch of money. It's just little over $100 generally, but it's something, which is better than nothing at all. And I do have to update my Etsy store a bit, but no craft fairs for at least a few months per doctor's orders. So my next craft fair is going to be at the end of July, and those are what usually I make all my most of my income from. So I keep telling myself I can't look at the live cell stuff because, like I said, my impulse control goes down the tubes, and then I always want to buy everything I see, and then my bills get really big. So, and the only way to stop myself from doing that is simply not to watch. So I've been trying not to watch. I did watch Randy today, but she is not a Claim It Live anymore, so I have time to think, are you really going to do that? So that's a good thing generally. Okay, oops, dropped it. So here we go so far, and actually it might be done. I'd say it is. Oops, there we go. Knock things everywhere. Now. Lily's getting herself in trouble. Apparently she's on the counter. She knows. Oh, no, that's a bad place. So apparently she was just on the kitchen counter. Oh, in your office, but where in your office? Yeah. So here we go. I think it's as long as we need it, to be truthful with you, especially if I'm going to put a lobster claw on. So let's see. I like these in here with the flowers. I think those turned out really nice. I wish there was some more of this shape. I really like this shape of this nugget. These are pretty similar, but this shape is really cool. So let's see. Where's my, there it is. Da-da-da. Right now it's almost at 7 right now. And once we put the clasp on and the flex, it will for sure be at 7. So do we need to take anything off? Or do we just want to make a slightly longer than normal one? I like the look of this. I think it's turning out really pretty. So I think because it is longer, I have a little Old Faithful in here. Come here. Most of them are silver, but there's one gold one in there still. Whoop, there it is. Now these are ball and socket. Randy calls them Old Faithful, so I've gotten in the habit of calling them Old Faithful too. Sort of like when I call my tiny oval jump rings Tinky Tots. Got that from her too. So anywhere, there is our Old Faithful clasp. It's a little ball and socket. So pop like that. So we'll probably use this guy because it's going to take up the least space when it comes right down to brass tacks. And get some crimp tubes out. Now I did notice that these particular ball spacers have a pretty good size hole, so I'm going to have to see if got to make sure they don't the spacer doesn't just fall. I mean my crimp tube doesn't just fall right into the spacer. Nope, it doesn't. Good. So I don't need this much line. Get this on here. No, I'm not going to hook it directly on. Well, actually, I will. This is one I don't really worry about breaking since it's a ball and socket. They don't usually break. So I'll just hook it right on. Normally, I don't hook things right on like this. Like I say, this is a ball and socket, so I'm not real worried about it breaking. And people are just going to have to live with this clasp if they like this bracelet. Because I am going to. So for those of you who don't know, I use the magical crimper. It has to have a 2x2 crimp. You put the crimp right into that little divot, give it a light squeeze, then turn so it's facing a different direction, and squeeze again until it won't go down anymore. And you should have this little ball right here then. Let's slide these spacers on. Will you go on, bead? I'm not sure the flower's going to take 2 lines. Well, it looks like it's going to. Maybe. It's bunching up a little bit now. If the flower decides it doesn't need 2 lines, won't take 2 lines, I will, and it looks like it's not going to. It's fighting pretty good. I'll just cut this on the other side of the spacers right here. And slide her down over here. That looks good. Now, I cut a couple of inches. You probably do without that. It's probably more like 3 inches, actually. Let's see. It is not quite 2 3/4. I like a lot of extra line. I'd rather trash some line and throw it away than have to fight getting this clasp to the crimp to go through. That's my pet peeve, is having too short a wire and having to fight with my wire to go through the now we already decided it's not going to go through that flower, so anyway, fighting my crimp tube to go on just drives me nuts, so I won't do it if I can help it. Okay, you guys, you're not slid all the way over there. I can see I have a gap over here. quite a bit. Okay, are we good? Looks pretty good. So now remember, when you're using the magical crimper, you have to leave some space here between the two, where you're ending and your crimp, because otherwise you're not going to get it to your crimping pliers to go in there. So, but I don't want to leave a ton of space on the other hand. So, well, that's good, I think. So get your pliers in, get your crimp right in the middle and give it a light squeeze. Turn. I usually try like 4 times, because usually by that time it's definitely done. Oh yeah, you could do that, Heather. Use your scraps for stuff. Another thing to keep your scraps around for is if you need something that you have to have 2 lines. Whoa, that's 8 inches. Whoa, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I may cut this loose because it's quite large. And I know people have 8-inch wrists. Angel Florsick, I sell her stuff sometimes, and she has an 8-inch wrist. But I like these to be about 7 1/4, so that that's the average size wrist. And I think I could lose a whole one of these flower beads back here to get this more where I want it. You're right, Beth. It is a crimp tube, not a bead. The only time I ever use beads is when I'm using Coriana chain. I'm going to cut this loose right here because I think I can make myself have enough line, because I'm going to take this flower off right here, and I know that would leave it different from side to side, but at the same time, when you come around, if the flower is gone, it just looks like there's just a middle flower right there. It's just not. See, like so. See how big that is if I take both flowers out. Now we're at 6 1/4, but by the time we get the crimp in, it might be just the thing to do. But I am going to cut this loose. I don't want it this big, so but now we've got that little tiny length of wire that I really don't like. So I think I am going to be naughty and take this side out too. We'll see how big we end up being when we're all done here. Because now what I can do is, when I put this on, now it looks tiny, but I don't really think it's going to be that tiny. Well, we'll see. I may be really sorry. I have to restring it. Wouldn't be the first time I've had to restring something. What I'm going to do is take this to the very end here. So I then have this extra bit of line here on this side. Now, we'll see what's going to happen. I like to go through the beads, Gail, because that means you don't have to cut as much line off and you have that extra little bit there. It's, you don't have to, because sometimes you can't. I mean, sometimes the beads will just not accept you to go back. But I generally always do, unless I just can't, because sometimes the beads are just like, not happening, darling. It's just not going to go through. But come here. Over there. Come on. Now, because I do have short wire here, I am not going to go through very much. I want to have as much wire left as I can, so that's why I'm pulling it out as I go like this. Now watch, I have it too short and it's more like Randy's size. She has a very tiny wrist, for those who don't know. She has I think it's like 6.5 or 6 3/4 inch wrist. And when you're using a very short wire like this, if you have need for your pliers, go ahead and use them. There's no loss as you can't. Except for the law of your wire when it doesn't want to be grabbed. Oh yeah, they're in the with my I've got those in with the gemstones, Heather, the buffalo bead frames. Come on, you. I have to think of what I want to do with those. They're really cool. This is why I hate short wire, because it bites you every freaking step of the way. Okay, now since I did squish that, oh, you're being naughty, you came out over here. Okay, go over. Here I was thinking I had it just about there and it's being difficult. Okay, come on up. Get out of there. Okay, not you. Keep you. Now I damaged the end of that with the pliers. That's why I cut it off. And I'm going to see if I can get it to go what's left into this last bead. There we go. Now let's see how short I ended up making it. Oop. I made it onto the floor is what I did. It's right there between 6 3/4 and 7, so I like that length better. So I think it turned out really cute. I like it. So this is all excess stuff here. And we've been on that hour and 10 minutes we like to do, or the a little over an hour. I'm not fond of like I said, showed you how hard that is when you have a really short bead there at the end, a short wire, and it doesn't want to behave. But I like the length. I think it's a good length. I'm not sure it'll fit me because I'm 7 and I'm about 7. Let's see. Come here, you. Come down here. Actually, it will. See? Just barely, but it does. I like my bracelets a little snug, so that's not a big deal. Turn the beads so the way I like them. There. So there's our little bracelet, all finished. Oops, I clicked that backwards. I don't suppose it really makes a difference. I like the more, looks like sort of Sharpie edge as it goes in. It's a little rougher. I like that to be down towards the bottom. So there we go. There's our bracelet with our ducky race winnings from the FOC. I think I got a little twist in here, so let's undo this so we can untwist it. And I do have some extra wire in there, as you can see. See how it's now got this little edge of here stuff here. Now this is when I would cut my extra wire off. If it doesn't stay inside the beads, like see how this one's falling out right here? Let's see if I can show it to you. It keeps coming out of the bead that it's supposed to be going into. When it goes around, of course, this isn't loose like that anymore, but it's already, oh, it went back in. No, it didn't. It's right here on the edge. I can see it. So the little bit of wire is not, I can push it back in the bead, but it will come out again when I open this back up, probably. Yep, see, it just did. So this is when I would cut the extra off, when I don't have enough line to go up there a ways. So to cut the extra off, just take your flush cutters, roll them underneath the wire you want to cut, push it right up to your bead and clip. If you have it cut good, you have it crimped good, you shouldn't have any problem doing that. This side's going to come out too. So I'm going to push it down so the wire is exposed there, coming out. And we'll go into here, get as close to our crimp bead as we can. Oops, I think I have both lines. That would be bad. We'd cut both off. We don't want to do that. Just get the one you want and then clip it off. Then we'll just put this back together. And there she is. Now, as you can see, she's right up to your crimp tube when it's put together right. But once you separate it, then it pulls apart, and that's because of needing that extra room to go around the corners. And it'll automatically do that. And that's why I try to always crimp it when I've got it in a circle anyway, so that you don't over tighten it, and then your bracelet's so stiff it doesn't want to bend. So there we go. Pretty little bracelet using my winnings from our FOC from a few months back. Now, I was thinking we'd make some earrings here too, but I'm not sure we want to take the time. It's getting a little later. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm simply going to take these little connectors out, hook them up here, and then I'm going to make a little bead strand with one of these beads and maybe something else, or maybe put it way up here at the top or down lower. I'm not sure. I want it inside, sort of. So to put these together, I think, well, let's see if a medium would work, or if we're going to need a large one. Here's the medium. I'll just get a couple large one out right now in case I need them. Looks like large one it is. Not sure I want to use those. I want something down the middle here, but I don't, these just don't sit well inside the leaf, so I don't think I want to use them after all. Oh, and these are gold. And we got silver here, so. Trying to think of what I have that would work cool down the middle here. You're gold, you're gold. Such a picky person I am, huh? Sort of needs something that's sort of thin and long to go in there so that it will sit there but won't sit on its side, so to speak. That is what it's doing, is trying to sit on its side. Anything I've been putting in there. Now, because these the holes go in opposite directions, you can't just use one jump ring unless you're doing a post, because most of the time their holes are in a way that that works fine. But when I do two, I try to use at least one of them being a tiki tot. What is it, Lily? Where are you at? I can hear you, but I can't see you. Where are you at, Lil? Lily? I don't know where she's at. So anyway, oh, she may have been at the back door. My daughter was outside and she probably wanted her to pay attention to her. So see, we'll put the little one there with the medium-sized one. And I actually probably could have used two little ones, and that would have worked all right. That jump ring's not quite close. There we go. That is, as long as our little one would have went through the link here and then through. They won't always, so. Well, slide over to the side. That's not sliding over to the side. That's being a pain in the rear. There you are. This is one of those instances I think I need to put the ear wire on first because it's got a slightly smaller edge to it. Oh, the first one cooperated so well, and the second one does not want to cooperate. I may not have it open well enough. It looks pretty good. But maybe I didn't because it went right fine that time around. There we go. So now we have this portion done, and then if I have to decide I am going to find something to put in the middle here, it would be something slim. Might be. Let's see here. Even that little leaf doesn't seem to want to sit quite the way I'd like it to be. So uncooperative. And that's just as well, Heather, because I don't think they're going to get anything else, because what I wanted was to have something sit right down here in the middle. But in order to do that, I'd need something sort of triangular or tubular, something really slim. Though if I did want to add something, but I didn't find a bead that would work, I could always use, well, if I have some here, a slim little piece of chain just to add something down there. Let's see if I can get this guy open. Down, go down. Ouch, 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 ouch. So this tile is very, very slim, and I'm not sure the beading, even the Tinky tile would fit onto it. But see, you could just put something like that down the center to give it a little bit of something, some more dimension, so to speak. But like I say, it would depend entirely if you could get your and actually that is so slim it almost doesn't even show up. So hey Bonnie. But I think they're good. I think they'll probably be just fine the way they are. Another thing you could do if you wanted something but you didn't want a little bit of chain or something tubular, like I was thinking, you could go down there, chain. I could take the seed beads that are here and make a little strand of seed beads down through. Oh, that was klutzy. I just dropped things all over the place. Okay. And I didn't really want to drop those because this is my paddle pins. So we'll have to find those after. But you could take, have you ever used a paddle pin? It's just got a paddle instead of the ball in the bottom. And just do a little row. So, like so. Seed beads. Nope. Bonnie. You're so predictable. Nope, no seed beads. Understood. Go down. Oh, that one doesn't like it. Doesn't want to go down. Now, these aren't all uniform in size, so I know they're not either a Toyo or a Miyuki. And that's a lily hair. We need 1 or 2 more. Now see this one, these went down on the paddle deeper. I think this paddle is a little bit, yeah, one paddle is a little bigger than the other one. So I would want to get my paddles to be more more the same. So we'll now see this one is really long. Definitely don't want to use that one. Now this one looks to be more of the size of the smaller one. I think they both are. So we'll just knock this one off and use one of these. Now I got these, in case you're wondering, I ordered the paddle beads from Amazon. You can make your own if you want to. You just take the end of a piece of wire. You can even use your ball head pins and just got to smash them to make this little paddle at the end. Sort of like that little extra bit of color in there. So we may just do this. Just wrap this end up over here. And has anyone ever used these paddle wires before? I think they're pretty cool. I don't use them very often because I don't have a lot of them. I do know how to make them. I just prefer to buy them. They're tend to be more consistent, and you get a better shape of paddle generally than when you make them yourself. But I think they're cool looking. Now you do have to be a little careful when you're winding these up because the paddle does have, I wouldn't call them sharp edges, but your seed beads are glass. And so if you shove them down onto the paddle too much, they'll break. Of course, I've been known to break seed beads on purpose because I've gotten more than I want, and then rather than try and take stuff off, it's sometimes easier, especially like when I'm making a Barbie doll necklace. It's sometimes easier just to break the end seed beads off and not worry about trying to take them off again once you have them there. So I'm just gonna open this bigger loop because it's a big one. It's gonna be fine to put the extra piece in here. If it was a medium, I might debate, but You know, that little blue piece hangs right down the middle and gives it a little bit extra color and a little bit extra definition. I almost took a picture of my bed for you guys yesterday because I had gemstones all over it. So there is our earrings and our little bracelet we've made with using my winnings. Hey, Dorothy. Oh, I'm sorry that you couldn't get on until now, Dorothy, because we're about done. I've been on for what? A little over an hour and a half. I think it's about that time to call it a day. And we'll see you all tomorrow. So we made this little bracelet and these earrings today using our winnings from when we won the ducky race a couple of months ago. Who won last month? I can't remember. Let's turn up. Whenever I say that, I think, are you doing vegetables these days? You're going to get a turnip. So there we go. Like I say, there's the bracelet. It's just big enough to fit me. A little snugger than I like, but we're at, let's say we're just above 7 inches, closer to 6, but we're not closer to 6 3/4 because I think this is the 6 3/4 line right here. So five and a quarter, 5. So we're right between the two. So there's our little bracelet from this morning. And there's our little earring I just finished. So pretty little things. So not bad for just deciding what we're going to do right off the bat like that. You need one of these bracelet mandrels. This one came from Heather Aston from TT's Trinkets and Treasures. You can email her. I don't know how much they cost because Heather gave me this one. So, but it's really handy. I really like it. I've always used the paper cone type before, like this one, 1556. Oh no, 15 and 6. So I assume it means it costs $15 and it's $6 for shipping and handling. Gotcha. So I've always used these kind before. Oh, 15 with $5 shipping. So $20 total, Dorothy. So which isn't a bad price because I think I paid like, I could be wrong. I've had this for years, but I'm pretty sure I paid at least $12 or $15 for it. And it is just laminated paper. It comes flat. It's an easy bracelet. It's called Easy Bracelet. And then it comes flat and then it's got a sticky section on it and you just hook it together. But I really, really like this one from Heather. I think it's really super. It works really nicely. So definitely worth it. So yeah, I love mine. And I have actually talked to Heather, and if they make more, I've asked her to make some longer ones so that these just go up to 8 3/4, which is, right about where anklet size starts. And then I've asked her to extend it down some so that we've got anklet sizes on it too. Because I make my anklet about 9, and this is just teeny weeny bit too small for my anklets. So so definitely it's great. And heck, I'm debating getting another one for my travel kit, because all my tools, I have to have 2, sometimes 4. So there's the earring again. I did put the little paddle pin with the seed beads, and the seed beads were part of my my prize, as well as this big old stone. Though I think if I use this big old stone, this bail is going to come off, and I'll probably wire wrap it to a degree. But yeah, I like the pretties we made today. I think they turned out really nicely. I am going to say that as is normally the case, I would have been oh wow, that's cool. 2 more inches for the next run. Excellent. So we got to have that anklet size in there. Heather's YouTube site is TT's Trinkets and Treasures. TITI''S, though you might not have the apostrophe in the YouTube handle, because I don't think they let you do things like that in YouTube handle. So it's probably just Trinkets and Treasures, all as one. So if I find my, I'm going to search for my fairy silk tonight and see if I can find it. If so, we'll make the dragon tomorrow. See if this is what I want to do with him. I think that'd be really cool. So we'll see if we can find something. So anyway, ladies, we've been on, oh goodness, we've been on for going on 2 hours now. Though frankly, the BBB Companions group, we got on a phone call yesterday, and we were on for, I don't know how long you ladies stayed on after I left. I was I was on the way to town. Luckily, my my husband was driving, so I could chat. The call came through just as we were leaving the house, and we did a video call from the messenger, which Randy and I do all the time. But that's my fault. How's it my fault? But we had a really lovely chat. And who was it that was on? Charlie, Leanna, Beth, myself, and Chris. So so we had a really nice chat. So yeah, this is the thing with doing lives. You can always have a nice chat, and it's nice to have a chat. And I don't know about everybody else, but I enjoy it. So anyway, I'm gonna and Miranda, right? And so we had a really nice chat, and we've had a nice chat here too. So that's the one thing I love about doing live so much, is getting to chat with you guys so much. So I am going to go. I gotta go get a package ready to go to Heather. And I and I'm going to like I said, I'm going to start putting some more gemstones in their boxes. And we have nice chats. Sometimes I stay up, sometimes, like last night, I went to bed pretty early, so I missed some chat, but you know, that's the way it goes. But yeah, anybody's welcome to join us. That's if you want an invitation to the group, if you need one, I think it's called BBB Companions. But we have a good time. We have good chats. So I'm going to go. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can find the fairy silk. If I can find the fairy silk, I don't know if I have green, but hopefully I have a color that will work well enough for this because I really want to use it. I really think it will be cute. And if not, I may have to see if I can find some, except for. And that's it, BBB Companions Anonymous, and it's great. Yeah, Kimberly joins us sometimes too. We do have some lovely chats sometimes, so we have a good time with it. And yeah, I get messages through it too, Kimberly, all the time. Yeah. So anyway, tomorrow if I can find the fairy silk, we'll make the fairy silk necklace with this green tube and the dragon. I think it'll be really cute. I think I'm looking forward to doing that. Like I said, gotta get a package out for Heather, and then I have I'm gonna work on my gemstones some more. Like I said, I had them all over the bed last night. I almost took a picture for you guys to show you what I was up to because I had beads boxes and beads strung all over the place. I'm trying to get them separated by color because I separate mine by color. And so anyway, it's been over an hour. It's almost. We chat on here for another 10 or 15 minutes, and we're going to be on here for 2 hours. So I think it's time to go. It's been great talking with everyone. I'll see you in the morning for the live tomorrow morning. Like I said, my surgery's in 2 weeks on the 2nd, but the doctor told me it would be in the afternoon. So unless I have to be at the hospital sooner than noon, I will probably hop on and do the live that morning, so that will actually probably help me because I'm a little bit nervous about this. It's not something I'm really looking forward to. I put it off as long as I felt I could because I was like, well, if I'm not in pain all the time, why should I bother? But unfortunately, nowadays that pain does seem to stick around all the time. So it's time to get it done. I just don't really want to, but who wants to have surgery if they don't have to, right? So try not to be nervous, Bonnie. Well, we'll see what I can do. But anyway, I will try. If my surgery, they told me, would be in the afternoon, and if it's late enough that I can do it prior to having to go to the hospital, I will do one on Monday the 2nd. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it. So I will look forward to seeing everybody. And Heather, I'm going to look forward to watching you do Morning Coffee, because even if I do have to sit in my bed and have my leg propped up, though they did tell me I had to get up and walk around every hour for at least a few minutes. I was like, yeah, right. But anyway, even if I can't do anything myself, I don't feel up to doing anything myself, I will definitely be watching. hopefully I can watch from the hospital. I don't know when they're going to release me on Tuesday. The doctor did tell me I would have to spend the night, Monday night, since my surgery is in the afternoon, and they'll want to keep an eye on me for a while. So, um, oh, thank you, Charlie. Oh, try needing a knee replacement when you teach line dancing. Yeah, really. Thanks, Cynthia. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow morning. And I got things to do. Got lots of boxes to fill. I do have quite a few boxes, but I also still have a lot of my gemstones that aren't filled. And then I keep discovering that, well, I've got so many of this style. Let's put them all in one box. So then I have to take them out of the boxes and redo. But that's all right. I'll get them the way I want them. So anyway, we'll see you all tomorrow morning, and I hope you have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye.